How China built a hospital in 10 days. In Wuhan, the core of the viral epidemic in central China's Hubei province, China established a temporary hospital in just 10 days to combat the unique coronavirus strain. Yes, you heard it right. Only 10 days, and in case you're curious to find out the details, then just sit back and take a look at how China built a hospital in 10 days. The virus was spreading unnoticed. Someone ate a wild animal which, by coincidence, contained the new coronavirus variant in late November 2019. Days later they began to experience symptoms that originally appeared to be a terrible cold. More people were infected after that, initially via the ingestion of other wild animals and then via direct human-to-human transmission. The infection remained present in Wuhan for the entire month of December, spreading unnoticed. Cases of pneumonia in Wuhan, China, initially thought to be caused by other viruses. Almost all of the first patients had purchased food from a single wet animal market. When the World Health Organization began tracking the epidemic on January 21, there were 282 cases. The following day, 314, the next, 581, then 846, then 1,320, then 2,014, and by the beginning of the week of January 26, it was evident that this was not going to be a painless virus. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Success Tank. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Also comment I subscribed, and we will personally respond to each of your comments. Drastic circumstances called for drastic actions. Extreme conditions necessitated severe measures. Given the trends, Wuhan's hospitals would soon be overburdened with patients, which, in the case of highly contagious diseases like coronavirus, exacerbated the problem by encouraging affected people to recover at home, where the virus may spread more easily. As a result, on January 23, the decision was taken to construct Houshanshan Hospital, a fresh new institution capable of treating 1,000 patients at once. It was announced that this will be completed by February 2, only 10 days later. China has done something similar before. In 2003, the country was hit by a severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS outbreak, which is caused by a kind of coronavirus. Hospitals were overburdened, just like they were with the new coronavirus, and many had to turn away patients. It's understandable that China would want to recreate this, which is why Tangshan was chosen as the model for the new coronavirus hospital, but things would be different this time. Construction of the 2003 hospital began 6 months after the pandemic began. The 2020 hospital was built less than 2 months after the first case and just days after the outbreak's severity was revealed. The amount of time available for planning and design was significantly reduced. When the orders arrived, it was time to go to work. The first step was to choose a suitable location for the hospital. Previously, the chosen area was only an open field around 14 miles, 22 kilometers from center Wuhan. This kept it out of the crowded urban center, where further transmission could be more difficult, but the area in issue was also immediately off a wide, pre-existing road, making access simple. That road was promptly closed and repurposed into a parking lot and staging area for the construction project. China Construction Third Engineering Bureau Company, a subsidiary of the state-owned China State Construction Engineering Corporation, was awarded the contract for this project. This is the world's largest construction corporation in terms of income. It has completed massive projects such as Beijing's new airport, Egypt's new capital city, and Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory. This took a little longer than expected out of the 10-day building schedule, roughly 48 hours. This was partly owing to the fact that the project was severely understaffed in the initial few days as they struggled to hire labor, especially because it began on Chinese New Year's Day. They proceeded on to erecting the building foundations on Sunday, January 26, after the area was leveled. They employed a multi-layer technique for this. An 8-inch, 20-centimeter, layer of sand was placed on the bottom, followed by a geotextile layer, which is a type of cloth, a layer of waterproof plastic, another geotextile layer, and finally another layer of sand. They next poured concrete on top of it, which took a few days to dry. Although it was the construction of the structures themselves, which took only a few days, that was truly astounding. The utilization of prefabricated parts made this possible. This type of modular building has become increasingly popular in recent years. It's now a well-known technology for the construction of both large and small structures. The concept is simple: a number of similar construction pieces are constructed off-site. Then they're transported to the building site and assembled. On-site construction time dramatically reduced. To begin with, using similar pieces manufactured in a manufacturing system to produce a bigger structure reduces costs through economies of scale. Then, when it comes to actually assembling the structure together, on-site construction time is dramatically reduced, lowering costs once further. However, in this situation, money was not the most important consideration, speed was, and modular construction is the fastest method of building. The majority of the structures on the site were made of prefabricated, modular construction, which is usual in temporary structures. The first building elements started coming together on January 27, just 4 days after the project broke ground. Private companies like Huawei and Lenovo were involved in the building out of the complex. The construction process itself was streamed by state-owned broadcasting companies. Up to 18 million viewers watched the process, but very few Western broadcasters were there to see the progress. Milder cases returned away from hospitals. The ventilation system is built to keep negative pressure in all quarantine areas. Hoshinshan Hospital opened in Wuhan on February 2. It took 10 days to complete the complex. China was ramping up the number of available beds in the city to treat coronavirus patients. Other hospitals, stadiums and exhibition centers were also converted into hospitals. Reports indicate that milder cases of the virus are getting turned away from hospitals. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.